Hey friends, I'm Jennifer LaGuardia, your life coach, always here with you to be your encouraging voice. I wanted to reach out today about how sometimes a dream you have for your life doesn't manifest just because there really is something greater you're meant to fulfill. So in my former life, my all-consuming dream was to become a pro ballroom dancer, compete all over the world professionally. To say I was obsessed is an understatement. For 17 years of my life revolved around this pursuit. I had gone as far as winning a world amateur title with my partner and coach dancing choreography that illustrated this intoxicating love story that I lived and breathed. My goal was to not only invite the judges, but everyone in the audience into our own private world, so much so they would forget where they were and just feel the magic we wanted to create. Dance was such a powerfully emotional outlet for me, and it was a way for me to connect with people in a deeply soulful way, creating moments very much the way actors do in many of the timeless love stories that you just find yourself completely consumed in. I couldn't imagine doing anything else with my life. God gave me this gift and I poured my heart and soul into making this be something I would do all the days of my life. But here again, sometimes what you think is the most perfect plan for your life does not happen because there is something else you're meant to fulfill, something that is in much greater alignment with a divine plan that is wildly superseding what you could have imagined possible. So after we won that world amateur title, other coaches were just rallying by our side for us to transition into the professional arena of ballroom dance. But a series of heartbreaking occurrences had happened. I'll share all the details in another video. But long story abbreviated for now, I was faced with having to let this dream go. I am an extremely passionate and committed person, okay? So letting go was something that I had refused to accept until I had absolutely no other choice. I was completely devastated and couldn't for the life of me understand why was this happening? Why did God give me this gift and desire only to take it away? My spiritual life was always important to me, and it's what got me through a lot of heartbreak and deep personal pain. And I gotta tell you that letting go of this dream forced me to trust God on a whole other level. I'm convinced that if you're in a situation where you have to let go of something that you cannot imagine living without, reaching out to a power much greater than yourself is the only way that you can find hope. Not fantasy, but hope that is as real as you and I are here with each other right now. The hope that I found was hidden deep inside a purpose that led me here with you today. Have you ever heard the expression, you walk through what you're called to? I always had this sense that I was meant to connect with people in a deeply soulful way. I thought that meant through choreography. I couldn't imagine speaking like this. In fact, I had always felt extremely insecure with my speaking voice and never imagined public speaking. God has a sense of humor for sure. I spent a long time alone with God. I always say this, my favorite way is going out for walks in nature to meditate, pray, and just talk it out with God. I still do that to this day. Something happened in that time, something that I can only describe to you as divine. I felt deeply led to encourage others through my own personal journey, finding hope through all the heartbreak and disappointment I had been through, and not just with letting go of that dream, but all the failures, all the brokenness, and how I healed from stuff that controlled my life so badly. It is miraculous I'm living free today. God had put it on my heart to speak life and hope into the lives of anyone who might feel lost in the dark. And I wouldn't trade this for anything. Letting go of what you think is the perfect plan to allow space for what you can't see is terrifying. And this is true in regards to both dreams and relationships. But friends, when your plans are not working out the way you anticipated and you honestly have no idea what better plan could possibly evolve, I cannot encourage you enough. There is an extraordinarily special purpose connected with your life and the stuff you're going through, all the details that just don't make sense right now, especially having to let go of something you cannot comprehend living without. God cherishes and values you so much. He will cause the higher plan to replace what you thought was perfect with something infinitely better, to fulfill purpose that not only extraordinarily impacts your life, but serves as a powerful inspiration to someone else. I love you guys so much, and with all my heart, I pray that if you're in a dark place, having to let go of something that you cannot imagine living without, I pray that you would experience the love of God in such a radical way. It changes the trajectory of your life for all time, and that you would see why space was created for something that you would end up not trading for anything. As always, I hope to be an encouraging voice along your journey. So please follow me here on Instagram, or subscribe to my YouTube channel, or subscribe to my podcast on Apple Music, Spotify, or Amazon Music, Awakening Hope with Jennifer LaGuardia. God infinitely bless you all and all those you hold close to your heart.